Here's 6.
Okay.
I'll give it right to you.
Okay.
All right, so it's 6:30. I want to thank everyone for coming early tonight. We're going to hopefully go into an executive session. So there's nobody in the audience, but I'd like to welcome everybody to the Hyde Park Town Board regular meeting and public hearing Monday, January 27th, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. And please, let's pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Boy, I really heard that.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to go into an executive session to discuss a personal matter.
I'll make that motion.
In a second?
Second.
Excellent. So, Donna, we will
Okay,
be out in a little bit.
I will be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't go home, Donna.
So I'd like a motion to come back from executive section.
I'll make that motion.
In a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Then I also like a motion to accept the minutes of the January 6, 2020 meeting.
I'll make that motion.
And a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Great. And then is there any public comment on resolutions only? Howie, nothing? All right, so we do have a public hearing, but that doesn't start until 7:05.
Oh, really?
So if you guys don't mind, we do need to add 2 resolutions to the dais. We have 127-15, which is a resolution commencing the local law adoption process for the local law number A of the year 2020, entitled "A Local Law Amending the Town of Hyde Park Code to Amend the Schedule of Use Regulations, Section 108, Attachment 1, to provide for 2-family dwellings as a use permitted in all zoning districts, subject to special use permit approval and site plan approval." So I'd like a motion for that.
Make a motion to add that.
And a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then we also have 127-16, which was an executive session that we need to add, please.
I'll make a motion to add that tonight.
And a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. And is there any public comment on the resolutions only tonight? No? Okay, great. So, Mr. Neal, if you'd like to start with
I would.
Lost my
One?
pad.
You good?
Yeah, I can't bring my pad up.
Resolution 127-1 of 2020. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Emily Svensson as the Downtown Initiative Coordinator for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second.
and all in favor?
Aye. I have to pass for now, Ken. I can't bring my pad up.
Okay.
If Joe can
Joe,
take
you
it.
want to do number 3?
Number 3.
The 127 I'm sorry, number 2.
Okay. Resolution 127-2 of 2020. Resolution amending Resolution 16-44 of 2020, authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Joshua KEMLAGE as a full-time police officer to the Town of Hyde Park Police Department to reflect the change in his start date.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Move on through.
Yep. Resolution 127-3 of 2020. Resolution authorizing Town of Hyde Park Police Officer Daniel Ferrara to attend the State of New York Police Juvenile Officers Association Basic School Resource Course, March 30th through April 3rd, 2020, in Westchester County.
Second that.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 127-4 of 2020. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve Nook Pro Tunc the submission of a grant application to the Division of Criminal Justice Services, DCJS, SFY 2020-21, Live Scan Equipment Program.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 127-5 of 2020, resolution authorizing Town of Hyde Park Justice Court Clerk Sarah Jensen and Court Clerk Emily Foss to attend the Association of Towns 2020 Annual Meeting and Training School, February 16th through February 19th, 2020 in New York City.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 127-6 of 2020, resolution approving budget revisions to the Town of Hyde Park budget for the period of December 2019, budget revisions number 2019-12.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 127-7 of 2020, Resolution approving budget revisions to the Town of Hyde Park budget for the period of January 2020, budget revisions number 2020-01.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 127-8 of 2020, resolution approving 2019 reserve for encumbrances for the town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 127-9 of 2020, resolution amending Resolution 16-49 of 2020, authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to establish the 2020 salaries for the incumbents in the town's non-union positions to include the position of payroll clerk.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Was that number 9? I have 8 showing.
That was number 9.
That was
Did we
9.
read 8?
Yeah, I read it.
Yes,
We already did 8.
Sorry, folks.
we're on 10.
All right, we're almost there.
You got 10?
I got it.
Okay.
Resolution 127-10 of 2020, resolution amending Resolution 16-47 of 2020, authorizing the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park to set the elected officials' salaries for fiscal year 2020 to reflect the corrected salary for the Town of Hyde Park Town Justices.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 127-11 of 2020, resolution authorizing Town of Hyde Park personnel assistant Sandra Bruno and payroll clerk Heidi Peters to attend the New York Municipal Insurance Reciprocal Personnel Seminar on Friday, January 31st, 2020, in Tarrytown, New York.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 127-12 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Highway Department to attend the Emergency 1 personnel and supervisory training in the month of February 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 127-13 of 2020. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Supervisor to execute a change order with the Dutchess County Department of Public Works for the Shared Services Agreement Contract Number 16-0158-12/16 PW, and change order number, same number but at the end, PWA4 for automotive maintenance facility services for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 127-14 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute easement and maintenance agreements with Catherine and Michael Whitman and John and Patricia Leonard with regard to the drainage improvements in the Statsburg area.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 127-15 of 2020, resolution commencing the local law adoption process for local law number A of the year 2020, entitled A Local Law Amending the Town of Hyde Park Code to amend the Schedule of Use Regulations, Section 108, Attachment 1, to provide for two-family dwellings as a use permitted in all zoning districts subject to special use permit approval and site plan approval.
Second.
So let's, Warren, you want to just?
Yeah, let me explain. Yeah, this originally was part of a two-part local law in which we dealt with the two-family dwellings, extending it as a use permitted in all zoning districts pursuant to special use permit and site plan approval, and we had some amendments to the zoning code with regard to recreational uses. We decided that we have more work to do on the recreational side of that local law, so I bifurcated the local law and just created a single local law for to start the process tonight for the two-family dwellings to allow it to be a use permitted in all zoning districts pursuant to site plan and special permit approval. And we provided in the resolution that the public hearing will be on February 24th, 2020 at 7:05 p.m. And did you get the part 1 of the EAF?
I did not.
Oh, I sent it
I was told you were bringing.
to you. Okay. So we have a part 1 of the EAF, and it's very simple. I filled it out as the attorney to the town. Since it is an unlisted action, we needed to go through the formality of seeker review. So it's just really informational, it's not site-specific, so only a portion of the EAF is filled out. So I would ask you to just take a vote tonight to accept the Part 1 of the environmental assessment form as prepared by the attorney to the town.
All right, so then I'd take a motion, need a motion for that? I would
Yeah.
assume. Could I have a motion to vote on that tonight?
Second. Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So Aileen has to sign this, and then when it's referred down to Dutchess County for the 239M referral, the Part 1 has to, as signed by Aileen, has to also be included.
We didn't have a vote to approve that.
Did you get, I sent it to,
Caroline asked me not to do it, that you would bring the final copy.
not my instruction. Okay, all right.
It would still be on my computer then.
Okay, that's all right, just as long as
So,
everybody gets one for their records, and then Aileen can sign
Okay.
it, and it goes down.
all right, I'll make sure you get one in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, great. And that's all we have on that.
Okay,
Great.
so this is it now?
And
Last one?
then, in executive, we did come to a decision. So the one that was added was Resolution 127-16 of 2020, which was resolution upholding the findings made by the Discrimination and Harassment Compliance Officers regarding employee number 159. And then we do have a public hearing.
Did you indicate it was voted upon?
It was voted on and we made a decision, yes. And we do have a public hearing. We are still about 5 minutes early for that.
Well, I can start.
Can we start it?
Well, I can, well, we'll wait, we won't adjourn the meeting until 7:05 in case
Perfect.
somebody comes in. I don't think anybody will come in. This is a law that we've been working on for quite some time to create the town core zoning district and some amendments to our comprehensive plan for design standards for that district. We are just about at the final stages of getting that ready for public review. We did get some input from county planning, which, I don't know if you got a copy of it, but we need to look at that. We were fortunate enough to have their input prior to actually going to a public hearing on this. So we're gonna look at that and see if we should be making some revisions to the local law before we put it out for public review to satisfy the concerns of county planning. We have a couple of minor pre-hearing comments from the chairman of the planning board, which we're gonna look at. So if we could adjourn the public hearing on this as soon as it gets to 7:05 to the next town, I think we should, it might be tight, but let's adjourn it to the, what's February 3rd meeting?
It'll be
Whatever
the
the
10th,
next.
right? The 10th,
10th or the
February
20th?
10th or the 20th?
February 10th, whatever the
17th.
next,
February 10th.
February 10th meeting. And hopefully we'll have something ready at that time. And that's it.
Sounds good.
Great.
Gotta wait.
We just watched the clock.
We gotta go wait. Take
Is there any new or old business?
No
You
public
guys all set?
comment. No public comment,
No public comment?
and a motion in a second.
We had to wait till 7:05. We're getting close.
I think Neil's having his Ward 1 meeting, right?
Neil, when is your, Councilman, when is your Ward 1 meeting?
You can make that announcement, yes.
It's
But
on
most-
Facebook.
Yeah, it's on Facebook and the town website. There will be a meeting for Ward 1 residents only. I guess anybody can really attend.
Thanks,
This Wednesday at 6:30 at the Taconic Parks headquarters in Statsburg. It's 9 Old Post Road.
Yep.
So 6:30 to 8:30. Bring your questions, and I'll try to answer them.
Great. And Joe, the Hackett Hill, that was postponed, right? And
Winterfest.
Hackett Hill will
Winterfest.
be next meeting. What do you mean?
The Winterfest.
Winterfest,
Oh, yeah, I saw that
15th.
today.
15th.
Yeah,
It was,
15.
yes, moved to the 15th.
February 15th.
Right.
If I could just clarify one thing with Warren.
Warren?
On Resolution 15, you made a motion and a second to accept the EAF, but that's separate from the meeting, from the actual resolution, or all in the same?
That's okay. I mean, that's just part of the record that
Okay.
we don't need to put that in
Okay,
there.
so we'll take that as the vote then for the, okay.
All right, I have 7:05, so I would like a motion to keep the public hearing open, and then we will have, when will it be again?
February 10th.
Reopen it on February 10th, keep it open until February 10th. I have a motion
I'll
Motion?
make that.
and a second.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Great. Well, if there's no other public comment or any new or old business, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I make that motion.
And a second.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good one tonight. Tony here? Hey, Tony, it's done.
What's it, 14?